Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational ladynoble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I really appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This can be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take the resonates with the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. And it is a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel. You really want to see what's up. Okay. The hottest love has the coldest end. The hottest love has the coldest end. Okay. All right. So maybe you were part of a connection that has ended, that started off steamy, that started off hot. That was all that in a bag of chips, and now it's just a little bit of dip. It says the hottest love. All right. Always have the cold end. The next card is you will meet your soulmate when the time is right. So maybe you thought this person was your soulmate. Maybe you thought this was someone who you could trust, someone you could dedicate your time to, and maybe they would reciprocate the same energy and respect. And over time, you found out this person was not who they were claiming to be. You found out that this person was being a liar, not honest, not true. Okay, this person was living a facade. You may have feel like this person was living a double life, maybe coming off as if they were committed to you or they were interested in a committed relationship, but you may have found out that they were connected to someone else. Okay, your heart was in it. This person could have had you all in their head. Okay. But they had you on their mind, but their heart was just in a different place, male or female. Okay, just wanted to point that out to you. All right. And so the first card we have here is Empress. So this person could be someone who's popular, well respected in their community. This could be someone very nice looking as well, male or female, gets a lot of attention, hood renowned, world renowned, could be working on being famous. Okay. This person could be an entrepreneur of some sort, could be a business owner. Maybe they're establishing or building a business. Okay. I'm picking up a barber. Okay, maybe this is a popular barber. I always put that barber energy. Okay. Hello, you again, whoever you are. All right. Maybe they're very popular, at the shop they work at, or they have a lot of customers. They have a lot of clientele. Okay, both male and female. As I say, barber. Okay, you see she's cutting her hair in the mirror. Okay. This could be someone who has children as well. They may have told you when you saw this child, that they're single. They're just spending time with their son or their daughter. And you may have found out this person. You may actually find that this person is married. Has a full-fledged family. Okay, like no, you weren't babysitting or spending time with your child. Your wife or husband just dropped them off. Okay, all right. Yeah, so this person, yeah, could be very popular. They may not be a barber, but I just picked that up. That's for somebody. They're very well known and popular in their neighborhood or their community for the work that they do. Okay, they could own a barber shop as well, or maybe they're in the process of opening up one. I see someone possibly cleaning out a building, remodeling a building, maybe establishing some kind of business permit, documentation, paperwork in order to open the business. Okay. They may be currently working at someone else's shop or they could be working from their home. But this person is very popular and they make pretty good money doing what they do. Okay. And so this is someone that you thought was worthy of you sharing your nine of pentacles with, security, building more security. You are very well established, and so are they. I'm picking up. They're someone who's they're financially comfortable and secure within themselves, meaning they're self-sufficient. They have their own, okay, own car, vehicle, money, home. They have their own. They're not wanting for anything. They're able to take care of themselves, their children. Yes. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. And you really had plans, you really thought, you were head over heels that this was someone. You could have even possibly took this person around friends or family, okay? Male or female, because you thought they were the one. You could have even possibly posted this person on your social media. And because you are no longer dealing with this person, this may cause some kind of embarrassment for you. You may feel that you are in a dark place, but Spirit is saying you're going to overcome this. There's nothing to be ashamed of. This is something that people experience when they are dating naturally. You're not at fault for anything. There's nothing to be ashamed of. It is time for you to get back on your throne and remember who you are. Not to prove a point to this person, but it is not your fault that they lied to you. The Spirit wants you to move forward and reestablish the harmony in your life with the Ten of Pentacles here. As far as spending time with friends and family, you were very outgoing, fun loving, upbeat, very charismatic. Since this split, this separation, you decided to no longer deal with them. It's caused, you to be more isolated, okay? This person could be at odds with their husband or wife at this time. Picking up marriage, this person is married. They're angry though. They're angry. They are in reminiscent of you. Thinking about you, wondering what you're doing. But this is a situation that you should not return to. This is an unhealthy situation. Could also be dangerous. This person is involved with someone, and they do have a child, or maybe children. They may have Carson's mom. They may have more than one child. They may have children. They may have two or maybe three. Okay, but they are in a relationship. Okay, they have a family, and so you don't want anyone's spouse coming after you, or having yourself in a situation where you're forced to defend yourself. So this person may try to reach out to you, and Spirit is saying to not answer the call, leave them where they are. Don't get entangled in this situation because they're not going to leave their husband or wife. That's the message. I know some don't like hearing that. They're not going to leave them. If you choose to allow them to go back and forth, they're going to continue to play with your heart and play with your mind. They're going to continue to just disrespect you. This connection will go nowhere. The Spirit wants you to know that, okay? Sexually, but that equals to nothing. That's just a temporary pleasure. It's just a fleeting moment. And I'm pretty sure, collective, male or female, you are someone who is fully worthy, capable, and able of maintaining and obtaining something more of value than a fleeting moment, okay? This person is not going to leave their spouse. I don't care how many times they may promise it to you. Do not allow a fleeting moment or a late night call, to cause you to, step out of character, step out of bounds just to meet up with them, just to allow them to, do their thing and go on about their business. Because you are desiring your own Ten of Cups, your own relationship, your own, marriage situation. If this is something that you are desiring, everyone has different belief systems. Some people are desiring marriage and some aren't. Maybe you're just desiring to be in a healthy connection that has reciprocity, where there's a mutual respect for each other as well as honesty at the forefront. Okay. And so, in order to receive that and leave access for that, you must leave the door closed off to this married person. Okay? Do not allow them to swindle you or talk you into meeting up with them or even engaging in conversation. Because one thing will lead to another, and you know how they be having you. Go on and laugh. Go on and smile. You know how they be having you. So there's no time. You must take all precautions. You see the caution sign on the floor. You must protect yourself, protect your peace, protect your life, protect your health, your well-being, and take all precautions and protect your heart. Okay, they have taken you through enough. They are dedicated to their family. This person will not leave their spouse. Being told to repeat it. So if you are someone who is in hopes of that, Spirit wants you to shake it off and accept the truth and reality. It was a relationship that happened. It was a mistake. Nobody is perfect. We all go through things. Hell, there are people who are being cheated on who think that they're not being cheated on. Okay, so there's nothing for you to be embarrassed about or feel bad about. Okay, whether they're married or not. I repeat it. There are people who think that there's nothing going on. There's a lot going on. That's a whole nother video. And a different deck of cards. Yes, it is. That probably will be a 2-hour read. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. And so get back to hanging out and having fun. Call your power back. You don't have to stay in the house. You don't have to sit and mope. Go out and have some fun. And no, I'm not going to say the best way to get over someone is get under a new one, because that is not true. That is a lie. That is a lie. The best way to get over a person is to pour into yourself and forgive yourself. Then proceed forward. Okay? Next card we have here is the Seven of Wands. So this person have to deal, with learning how to be faithful to their spouse. They will be fighting themselves because they're going to miss being in your presence. They're going to miss talking to you on the phone, having those conversations, and what you got on. Tell me what you got on. Oh yeah, you got the red ones on. Oh, I like those. Send me a picture. Send me a picture. They may be even arguing with their spouse, okay? Creating turmoil and false arguments. I call them false arguments. When a mate creates a false argument so they can go act up. They could be arguing and creating strife in their home with their spouse, amongst their family and their children and their spouse, just so that they can get away. If not be with you, go be with somebody. Maybe another side piece, 2 piece, 3 piece. Creating false arguments so they can go out and play. But Spirit is saying for you not to be part of that. That was a mistake. It's something that happened, and just move on. And yeah, don't be this person's culprit. Don't be their partner in crime. If they are choosing to still be unfaithful to their spouse, then don't you be the one to fulfill their needs in that area. Okay? And so you have escaped. You have chosen to move on past this. You are no longer feeling like you are binding or stuck in a situation that is unhealthy for you, where you're feeling heartbroken, where you feel like something is just not right. You don't know what it is. You finally know what it is, because I'm picking up you were feeling very passionately, madly in love with this person, but you felt like something was missing. This person could have acted kind of off, kind of weird when you were in their presence, giving you attention, but not there. What's that song? Your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. You're messing me around. Yeah, one of those things. Okay. So you felt like you had, parts of them, partial parts of them, not all of them. Okay. The next card is the Seven of Swords, and so you're done with the illusions. You're done with feeling uncertain, and you no longer have to creep or sneak. You may have felt maybe when you maybe asked to go certain places, this person wanted to stay in a lot. Spirit is saying that's why they were afraid of being seen in public and getting caught with you. Not because they're ashamed of you, but getting caught by their spouse. And you were unaware, you didn't know that. Okay? But they're daydreaming, they're thinking about you. They're thinking about you. So this person will reach out. They will try to see can they, sneak and, come watch you flex. They will be trying to link up. Let me come help you work out. Let me come help you. Let me come help you do some squats. But the best thing is that you have called judgment, and you have chosen to not be this person's doormat anymore now that you are fully aware. Okay? And so you're working on expansion, you're working on growth and development. You now know what's going on, and so you're playing to win. Okay? The Knight of Pentacles there, you are playing to win. And there you are, Queen of Pentacles, returning back to your throne. Okay? And dating and meeting new people as well. Okay? Back hanging out with your family and your friends and being who you were originally before you even met this person. Maybe when you met them, maybe you became MIA. I'm picking that up. A lot of people, was always blowing your phone up looking for you. Family, friends, associates. This person took up a lot of your time because they were creeping, they were sneaking, and you had to deal with them whenever they call, or they weren't always available. So when they called, you jump, jump, jump to it just to be with them. But you found out what it was is that this person was in a full blown committed marriage, and they have a family, and they were trying to hide and not get caught. So they probably possibly would call you, collective, and try to link up with you while their spouse was at work or away. Okay. And they did this by making excuses whenever you wanted to see them on particular days. Okay. If it didn't match with the time and day that they wanted to see you when their spouse weren't around, then they would often decline or make up something. Okay. And it looks like you're leaving this behind, and I see you moving forward and healing and just progressing. So don't beat yourself up, whomever you are. Okay, Spirit is saying don't be ashamed of anything. Don't beat yourself up. Just choose to move forward. Let this person be who they are. With somebody else, but leave this all behind you. Okay. Do not allow your lustful desires to keep you in prison or make you feel that you are in bondage to anyone or binded to them, because it's not real. It's an illusion. Okay. They ain't the only one that got some good stuff. Later.